Hello, it's Uncommon Fossil Day, continuing the series looking at the Pokemon TCG Live in-game economy. Today, taking a look at the shop, and this is the place in the game where we spend our crystals. We buy products with our crystals. Bundles is one of the products. We'll take a closer look at that coming up. Just going to hit these four tabs first. We buy expansions, that's card packs. Again, that's important, and I'm going to get into specifics. Then currencies. This is a tab. Never use this unless they change what it can do. Because right now, what you do is you spend crystals, which get you actual cards, and you get coins that get you cosmetics only. So just never do that. I mean, pretty much, I have a ton of coins, and pretty much I assume all players do. So you're never going to want to click on this, spend your crystals to get coins. And then the last one is the redeem tab, where you can type in a code, or if your device has a camera, you can use the camera and to take a picture of the QR code and import it into your account. And I'm not going to do that. I don't have any codes, so I'm not going to do it. But what happens is if you open a product, it gets opened immediately, and if it opens the pack immediately, and you'll see the cards, but then boom, they instantly go into your collection. So you can't redeem a product and wait to open it, which we could do in PTCGO. Some people don't like that. I get it. I mean, waiting to open it to the time you want is nice, but I think it's not that big a deal, but it is a change. So I just want you to be aware of that. The two areas that I want to give special attention to are bundles and expansions. And there are ways to spend our crystals to maximize our return. So there's some important advice that I do want to point out here. So just in terms of bundles, there's a couple different types of bundles. Well, first of all, I'll just say I'm recording this in early January. You see the most recent bundles were in November, so no bundles were released in December. Probably some will be released in January, but I don't know. So there aren't always bundles released every month. So there's a couple different types of bundles with some general advice. There are these bundles that are a few cards with a bunch of packs, and they are not a good value in terms of you're better off just crafting the individual cards if you want it. Don't buy these products. You can use your crystals in better ways, which I'll get to shortly. There are these league battle decks, which are good quality decks. They cost 1,250 crystals, and you will get, if a decent deck to start with, you need to make it better, like a Miraidon EX deck with 2 Miraidon EX and a 2/2 Regieleki VMAX isn't enough, but it's a start. If you want to play this deck and you don't have most of the cards, and particularly the expensive cards like the EX cards, the Vs, the VMAXs, buying the League Battle decks is worthwhile. But if you have probably even half of the expensive cards, just craft the missing cards you have and you'll be better off. So the League Battle decks can be worth buying if you want the deck and you are missing most of the cards in your collection. So just pointing that out, you may want to do that. Just looking through other products here, there are as well these EX battle decks. And yeah, if you actually didn't have any of these cards, it's worth buying the product, but generally you're going to have a lot of these cards in your collection. The EX battle decks aren't a very top tier deck. You're really not going to want to buy these products. I haven't bought them, and I wouldn't encourage them to you. So the EX battle decks cost 600 crystals, and my advice is stay away from them. So you can buy some League battle decks if you want the cards, or the other thing we're going to want to do is turn our crystals into credits, because then credits get us individual cards. So we'll talk about the best way to do that, and the best way to turn crystals into credits. So there's two ways. It depends on what's in your collection. The one way, which is the safest way, is to buy the Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX League Battle deck. All the League Battle decks, like I said, have the same price, 1,250 crystals. The V decks get you more if you have a full play set of all the cards, then all the cards that you're purchasing get dusted. So we want to buy the product that gives us the most credits when the cards are dusted. And the V decks are definitely better than the EX because a VMAX evolves from a V, which so you get more expensive cards. We get within the V League battle decks, we get 6 V Pokemon. A deck like the Ice Rider and Shadow Rider is better than the Mew League battle deck because we get 3 Vs and 3 VMAXs. The Mew VMAX deck, we get 4 Vs and 2 VMAXs, and the VMAXs do get more when they're dusted. So the Ice Rider and the Shadow Rider decks are the better values, and actually the Shadow Rider deck is slightly better value when I look through it, and the reason for that is the dusting is also about the rarity, and this has a slightly higher count of rare cards in the deck. So the Shadow Rider VMAX League Battle Deck is the product to buy that gives you the highest return of credits per crystal for something where you're getting a guaranteed return. The packs are also a consideration. We'll get to that next. But packs are first, they're random, so you never know what you're going to get. And then also, since they're random cards, you most likely don't own all the cards in any particular set. So it's going to be a matter of are you pulling cards you don't own or not. So therefore, as you get copies of cards that you don't own, which are nice to get, but they're not the cards we want, it's not as useful. So if your collection is smaller, the Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX League Battle Decks is the best product to buy. It is under July 2022, and I will purchase one to show you what the rate of return is. So the cost is 1,250 credits. So I'm going to confirm the exchange. I'm buying one deck of this. I'm going to just collect all. You can go through and see them all one by one. So everything, all the cards have been dusted here. You can see the basic energies you get nothing for, but everything else, I get these credits. So I got 4,150 credits. So I'm going to do the quick math here. So 4150 divided by 1250 gets me 3.32 credits per crystal. So which is a very good exchange rate. And as far as I know at this point, there is no product of a fixed set of cards that gives you a better rate of return. So now you have to buy multiple of these Shadow Rider League battle decks before you're pulling before they're all duplicates in your collection. But once you do, that's your return. You're going to get 4,150 credits, which you then use to craft whatever cards you want. It's better to do that than to chase packs. Like, don't buy random packs to get the cards you want. But packs are something you will buy, so we click on the expansion tabs for that as well, or it depends on your collection. So we want to see all the different packs. We click on Paradox Rift. That's the newest one here. It shows us all the packs we can buy from Paradox Rift back to Sun and Moon. It shows us within Sun and Moon Crimson Invasion, I have 25 of 111 cards. That means there's 111 cards, not including the secret rares. There's 111 numbered cards in the set, and I have at least one copy of 25 of those cards. With the newer sets, you can see I have the full play set of them, but that's just one copy, not a full play set of them. And also, the numbers go higher than the set, right, because of the secret rare cards, right, the ones that aren't numbered go beyond the numbering. I have 201 out of 182 cards for that. So, but I still don't buy packs just to chase cards you want. It's not a good return in general. The best way for buying packs, and there is a caveat here, is the sorry, I am blanking here, but it is the Celebrations packs. I just need to find it here. Sorry for being a little dim-witted at the moment. It's under Sword and Shield Celebrations, and I have 43 of 24. I think I have a copy of each. If you're buying packs, you always buy this one where you get 6 packs, because first you get a discount. 6 packs, a single pack is 200, which would be 1,200. It's a little less. Plus, we get these extra 350 credits, which goes up. So buying the 6 Celebrations booster packs at a time is the best way to do it. It costs 1,120. crystals. Now, what you're going to get for dusting things, so it depends on your collection. So I have a decent collection of Celebrations cards, so I'll get a decent return, but I'm still probably going to get less in terms of the ratio than I would if I just bought the Shadow Rider deck. But it's getting close to being a break even, so I'm going to go ahead and buy 1/6 a pack of the Celebration. So confirm exchange. And this one, I'll go through the polls one by one because it's always fun to see what you pull. So I automatically get 350 credits from this. I have 6 packs with 4 cards each. The reason Celebration cards are good is because the rarity is high. Typically, you get either 5 or 6 cards in a pack, but there's many commons. Here, the lowest rarity is a rare, and a rare I get 100 crystals for. So, 100 credits for. Sorry. So these are all 4 of these are all rares that I have. Which so far it's been okay, nothing great. Getting a V is okay. VMAX is even better though. So pack was not a great pack, but part of it is you get some really good packs along the way is partly how it works out. So getting 100 as I pay attention here, all hundreds basically, which isn't ideal. So here's 125. So this pack's even less. It's like an alternate art, but it's not overly rare. So that's unfortunate. Not getting a good return yet. So part of it is, do I own the copies? Do I have 4 copies of the cards? And also what cards I get. So far haven't gotten again, only 125. So these packs have been low rarity packs, unfortunately. So even if I own full playsets of all of them, you actually can get a low return too, depending on the pulls you get. So got a VMAX. So VMAXs are good. It gets you more than a V. I have full playsets of the VMAXs from Celebrations. So that's a plus. If I pull a lot of VMAXs, I will be ahead. But so far, haven't pulled any cards I don't have a full playset of, which is good. Although, okay, so here, this is the first Mewtwo EX that I have pulled. So I'm not going to get any credits for this because this card to add to my collection, but it's kind of an investment in the future. Eventually, I'll get a full playset of Mewtwo EXs, and then when I pull a 5th copy and a 6th copy, I will get a big return because the rarity of this card is much higher. Okay, and 125 on the Pikachu, so not great. So far, my return on investment has not been great. Okay, so now I have a full playset of him, and I think I'll get a good value on him when I pull a 5th copy in the future. And got a V. So again, it's 250 instead of 125, so it's better. So let's see what I got. So I've gotten 3,200 credits. So let's just doing the quick math, 3,200 divided by 1,120. That was the cost. It's 2.86 approximately credits per crystal. So which is decidedly lower than the 3.32 that I got from the Shadow Rider League Battle deck, so that was a better return. Obviously, it's a bit fun pulling packs, and the other thing is I did get these 2 cards that are investments in the future, right? So that is, so I kind of look at it at this point. If you're at the point where you're getting at least 2.5, if you're averaging at least 2.5 consistently, then the Celebrations packs can be good. What you should own is within the ones that were standard playable when the packs were released, all of the ones that are playable were playable in standard format. If you own those, then it's worth doing. If you don't own many cards at all, you're going to have to buy like 50 or 100 packs before you start getting a good return. And I just don't know that is a good investment, especially if you're a new player and don't have many resources. You're going to get some nice cards you can look at, but it's going to be a long time before you can play anything. So if you're if you have a good collection going, buy Celebrations packs. Otherwise, stick to the Shadow Rider League Battle deck. I believe was it June of 2022? No, it was July of 2022. It's the Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX League Battle deck. Gives the best return for most players. If you're a brand new player, the first box you buy, the first deck you buy, you're not going to might not dust any cards, but then after you buy a couple, you will start getting a good return on it. So just that's my big advice. Think of the credits as, I mean, the crystals as a currency you're going to spend in the shop, and you want to buy the products that give you the best ratio of credits per crystal. You're using your crystals in a sense to buy cards, to dust, to convert them into credits. Shadow Rider League Battle Deck or Celebrations packs are the two products that give you the best return. And if you do that, you will find the live economy, I think, to be pretty friendly. Take care.